Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome back to my channel, Lissa's Lighthouse, where we light the way. My name is Light, and I would like to thank my A-team and the Divine for allowing me to be a crystal clear channel. If you find this message, it was meant for you, I'm going to ring the bell. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody is well. Excuse me. Today is Thursday, April 17th. The time is 3:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was going to say April 13th. So that's significant. What was that? Friday or 4 days ago? Or on Friday, the 13th and 4 days ago was significant. So whatever, take that. They're showing me. Okay. All right, the name of this reading is Mortal Kombat. And of course, you know, there is a series. There is a movie. Yeah, somebody says we're mere mortals. I'm not a mere mortal. I'm a god. Okay? God in the physical flesh made manifest. Okay, Mortal Kombat. Let's see what it says. It said a fight to the death. The Three Musketeers are significant. They said what they said, D'Artagnan? The man in the iron mask. They said, oh shit. We've seen a lot of movies in the movies back then. Because as I explained to my daughters, that was pretty much we did sports like we were natural, wholesome kids, and that's not to say that the kids of today are not, but they're digital. We were the last of a, Generation X, last of a dying breed. Okay, Hindi is significant. Alrighty. Number 36, significant. 43, 11, 39. 39 always represents, it's a community card in the Kipper deck, but for me always represents 285 for me. 39, exit A and B, Snell Vegas. Okay, what is the meaning of Mortal Kombat? They said, what's the meaning? What's the meaning of life? What's the meaning? What's the meaning of life? They show me Idaho. They said, peel more skins than Idaho potato. It's no. Okay, well, no, you didn't know. Yeah, they said the Boston Public, they said Boston Public, Boston PD, but they said House of Pain, jump around. Yeah, they said Choctaw, Washita, the tribes. Okay, so maybe you was looking for diamonds and you get fucking donuts. You get potatoes. They said Blythe, Bonnie and Blythe and Sunny. They said Monday's child. Monday's child is fairer face. That's coming through. Bonnie and Blythe. The one born on the Sabbath day is Bonnie and Blythe and good and gay. Some shit like that. Bonnie as names and Blythe as names. Mortal Kombat refers to a fight or conflict where the stakes are life and death. It's a battle where the losing side is likely to die. It's a common phrase used to describe situations where there is intense hostility and the possibility of death for those involved. In the context of the popular video game series Mortal Kombat, the term refers to a fight where the outcome is potentially fatal and victorious character can execute brutal finishing moves known as fatalities, as described on Wikipedia. Now you can go into, the characters or whatever. They said Final Fantasy is significant. Yeah, it's your Final fucking Fantasy. They said Charlie Brown, good grief. Well, they're saying Boy Meets World, Savage. Savages, they're savages. Pocahontas is significant because we just watched that. They're savages. No, we were natives to this motherfucking land that you discovered. They said colonies are significant. Colonies, the bee colonies, the beehive, and how they wanted to keep your shit. Oh, they said sledgehammer. Look, they said the show me state, show me 7, I show you 8. 78 for me, is 78 cards in the tarot deck. 7/8 is 7 or 8th floor, 7th or 8th grade. 78 Highway 78 in Lilburn for me. And 78 tarot cards in the deck. So Alabama significant. Roll Tide, yeah. We're going to roll tide, all right? Roll tide up in this water. 11 is the Justice card in the tarot deck. We are in the age of Aquarius. Get right or get left. 511 is significant. 39, here you go. First house, arrival. Look at those antlers. The stag is significant. They said, what's his name? Harry Potter, his dad. I forgot what's his dad's name. His father's Animagus. This was kind of slanted. So somebody's is twisted. Something is out of place, or something feels something is out of place, or putting things back where they belong. Putting things back where they belong. They said reform. Yeah, reform, repair. That's what we came to do. 36 is distant horizons. March 6th, June 3rd, 9. All right, mid-heaven. This looks like a castle. The castle in the sky. This is what we're building. Crystal cities, crystal consciousness. They said name. Sophia as a name. And then they show me the little cartoon character, Sophia. They said Madeline is significant. They show me Caillou. What do they show me? Nickelodeon. Dora and Diego. Oh shit, they said somebody's having twins and naming them Dora and Diego. And they're showing me Montana. And elk is significant. Here goes the stag again. These antlers. Antlers are significant. Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. Look, they said feel so empty without me. Mount Rushmore is significant. Or whatever. Mountain. Stone Mountain. Like I said, they're about to turn your stone mountain. Something being turned into stone. Dreads is significant. Medusa. Made USA. Today's Stores Day, they said. Helena, the name, Treasure State, 11/8/1889, joined 41st state that was joined. April 1st is significant. State motto, gold and silver. Yellowstone National Park was the first national park established in America, covering over 2.2 million acres. It's home to 67 species of mammal. All right, guys. Like I said, they said Hans has $0. Hans has a name. Hans Christian Andersen. Anderson as a name. Anderson Windows. Helena as a name. Helene. They said Mount Shasta. Wasn't Shasta? They said Fanta and Shasta and Tab, Coke, Sprite, soda, pop. Yeah, like I said, we about to pop out. We about to pop out. They said it feels like heaven. We about to pop out. Mortal Kombat, boy. Mid-heaven, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Release anything that does not serve you anymore. Go, ground this energy. Look, they're showing me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories are significant. You see those windows? Those are significant. Buildings, towers, twins, like I said. The crumbling. You came against the divine and you lost. UPS truck just went by. They said Brown. They said Tappahannock, Tallahassee, Tamarack. 3T is significant. T3 is significant. They said 3T is a group, Jacksons. The Jacksons, 2300 Jackson Street. Look, they're showing me, what are you clinging on to? And then they're showing me Star Mother. Some of us are clinging on to the mother wound. I recently released my own. You see, Zeus is significant. They said Demeter. Harvest. They show me 6 in this astro deck is the Virgo card. Digest. Metamucil significant. Like I said, separating the wheat and the chaff. Separating the Fort Sumter significant. The Union flag. Palmetto trees are palmettos and palm trees. The Palmetto State. Oh my God. May 23rd is significant. Number 8 is significant. While I breathe, I hope ready in soul and resource. The birthplace of sweet tea and home to the first commercial tea in the United States. Yeah, that's the tea. They said, I'm going to hip you to the tea. Tina Marie. Fire and Desire. SC. They said SC Johnson and Wax. Yeah, you had wax in your fucking ears. And then remember the beeswax is significant. The Secret Life of Bees. The Secret Life of Bees. This is a deck of many fates. The fates balance the scales. That's a Libra reading. You can go back to that. Georgia significant. Wisdom, justice, and moderation is the state motto. Peaches are significant. Patience is significant. Not thinking about something is significant. Devotion. It's a love and devotion. Rock the boat. I would like to know if you got the motion. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Rock the boat, rock the boat. A boat is significant, or somebody boating. You know what I'm saying? They're showing me, yeah, look, water. Jet skis, they said yachty lil boat. 11, justice card. Oh, look, this is the Ace of Cups. I know that's right. Pouring new wine into new wineskins. They said the wedding in Cana. Like I said, the Cana, the Kana, and the corner. I understand that losing something is an opportunity. They said something appreciated. They show me South Carolina, Colombia. They said Colombia as a brand, Colombiana as a movie, and Colombia as they said state of mind. They said Nana Cherry, Washington D.C. They said the cherry trees. Anytime I think of cherry trees, I think of Jergens. Back in the days, they show me Avon, Jergens cherry almond lotion. That shit was the bomb. And then they show me silicone glove by Avon. That came through. Both of those came through in yesterday's reading. I'm not sure if I. Grief. It said Charlie Brown. Good grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. They didn't appreciate you. Mortal Kombat, you didn't appreciate what the fuck you had, and they're showing me Idaho. ID. Ooh, they said real ID. Yeah. Yeah. Sovereignty for God and country. This is what they're telling me. Mortal Kombat, you done fucked around with the crown. CT. Connecticut is out here. CT. Yeah. They're showing me Minnesota Twins, and Minnesota came out before. OK is out here too. OK. They said OKC. Boise, Idaho, Gem State. Like I said, the palace of, they said Jack Palance. Where the hell he came from? I'm seeing his face. They said Young Guns 1 and 2. ID is significant. What did they show me? What's his name? Lou Diamond Phillips. Young Guns. They're showing me his movies. Lou Diamond Phillips movie. The Native Americans are coming through. Boise, the Gem State, the Palace of Gems. Your ID comes from your third chakra. You see that? The Gem State, Gem and the holograms. This is what they're out here doing, trying to steal your fucking legacy, steal your ID, steal every fucking thing. Okay? Steal your ID, okay? And then they said some people, IDK, they don't give a fuck who it is. They don't care. Al is significant. They said Montgomery Ward and oh shit. They said, what they show me? They said Wilcox as a name, Willard as a name, Willard's as a brand. They said Ben and Willard, Rats. Oh my God. Maybe somebody said Rats. They show me Pirates of the Caribbean. Like I said, the ships are coming in. All right. Hound. You gain the loyalty of a magical animal. Companion chosen from among the following: boar, crow, hound, monkey, or serpent. So all of those are significant. They said the bloodhounds and the hellhounds. Every time I see a hound, I think of Sherlock Holmes. It's elementary, my dear Watson. Now they're showing me Lake George. They're showing me River Gorge. But Lake George in New York is significant. A waterfall. They said, don't go. You heard that, Joe? They said Cho. They used to say Chocho. Chocho is well, back in the day, they used to call our vagina Chocho. Or pee-pee. Like, come on now. But anyway, chocho is an actual vegetable. That's what they're differentiating. They said Charleston. Charles is the name. The Mountain State. Look, the Treasure State, the Sooner State, the Gem State, the Palmetto State, the Yellowhammer State, and they're showing me Yellowstone, Yeller. Oh, Yeller. Or DJ Yeller. NWA. They said NDA. Charles is a name. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Look at this. Whoever Charles was in charge of our days and our nights. Look at this shit. Empty. It's empty. Gold and silver was stolen. And then they're showing me Al. You could call me Betty and I will call you Al. Paul Simon and Chevy Chase. Heavy as a Chevy. Funny Farm. Yeah, that's where you're going to. And they're showing me right here. Maybe the Funny Farm is in South Carolina. It said SC for secret competition that you were in. Fort Sumter is significant. Fort Knox. Like I said, the Treasury and the gold bars. Oh, shit. They said somebody has gold bars. Hashtag gold bars. I know that's right. They said musicianship. The drum line, Little Drummer Boy. They said the Nutcracker Suite. Somebody's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Somebody's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Do me a favor. They said let them in. Paul McCartney is significant. The Beatles. Like I said, Capera. The Beatles are out here. Beatles as a group. Beatles as a the Beatles as a group and Beatles. They show me the Mummy. The you didn't think about it. You didn't have. What is this? 30 is the adjudication card. Dirty 30. They said. Dirty 30. Dirty booty, big booty Judy. They said, all I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. You're going to get big booty Judy. And that's the adjudication card. Tempest says a name. They said Edgar Allan Poe. What's his name? Vincent Price? Oh, shit. Thriller. The Thriller in Manila. Muhammad and the mountains. The mountain is over here. Where is it? They said Montana mountains. Idaho. They said the Colorado Rockies. The mountains, the Everest, ice, mountains, skiing, that's what I'm saying, ice, Mortal Kombat. This was your passion. April 3rd is significant. You see the flowers and the painting and colorful stories. Stained glass is significant. They said, look up these cards. I can't read them every time, but we're painting. Our passion is to, somebody's passion is to get back to painting, to coloring, to drawing, to artwork, to creativity, arts and crafts, your scrapbooking. Get back to it, even if it's for a little while. They're showing me 17. Yeah, 17 again. Fifth house, maybe, oh shit, maybe somebody is, their passion is like buying houses and flipping them. That's what I'm getting. April is a name. You see them paint brushes in the back? Brush, maybe somebody felt that they were brushed off in April 3rd. March is a name. March 4th. We had to Mordecai as a name. They show me Johnny Depp, Edward Scissorhands, Pirates of the Caribbean. My dad used to say Johnny Depp is his favorite demon. Somebody's passion is oh, look at look, they show me flowers. They said the flower district, the diamond district, the Jacob the jeweler. New York is coming through. Like I said, the Apple bosses. All right, the portal, paint brushes, different type of brushes. They said art school, art teacher, artwork, selling artwork, making artwork, art. Just period. We're works of art. April 3rd is significant. March 4th is significant. Yes, we had to March 4th because this is the age of Aquarius. And if you don't get right, you're going to get left. 411 is significant. What's the 411? Let me know, hon. How can you mother yourself? You see these roses are significant. Roses and lilies are significant. Star mother. This is Anna. No, excuse me. This is Mary Magdalene. Matter of fact, they said to tell me. Look at it. Look for it. Star mother. A scorpion is significant. Oh, here you go with the gem. Remember this gem is a name. Look at that crown. Look at that throne they wanted. CT is stood for. They said stood for Connecticut, but CT could be cervical and thoracic. You know, your spine. They thought you were spineless. They thought you didn't have any. Look, 50K is significant. See, gain 50K, 50,000, whatever. They said rhubarb. They said yen. Yeah, we switching money is significant. Gem and the holograms. Eve is significant. Look at this. Wow. They said Philly, Philly. Philly, Philly, where I'm from. And Philly, where is you gonna stay? And maybe where you get buried. Like I said, we gonna be here to the year 3000, bitches. They said Mr. Gumball 3000. You motherfuckers thought I didn't know who you was, right? Because I'm a nobody, right? Okay. Let me show you who the fuck I am. Let us show you who we are. Show the world the real you. 20 is significant. 420 is significant. Ishtar. Ainana. The eyes have it. The age of light. You've been training for this for decades. The Merkaba is active. You have been activated. Your ancestors are celebrating you. You can go back to those 2 readings. They said go back to healing the mother wound. Go back to the NARC videos. We have to release this energy, guys, so we can fly. And that includes myself. What are you clinging on to? Whatever it is, let it go. They said crumbles, cheese crumbles. House of Cards. As a show, they said Kevin Spacey, he's always coming through in my fucking readings, you fucking weirdo. He always was a weirdo to me. Horrible bosses. Gam. They said Gram. All right, now, don't quit your day job. Now, you're here. They're out here. Do not quit your day job. They said, so grams I had to measure. Okay. Since you have a passion, they said you have a need for speed. All right, now. All right, now, maybe you got it. They get it from your mama. They said those roles, Mary Magdalene, that ascended masters are coming through. Like I said, Star Mother. They said nowwhat.com. Mary Magdalene, they said Guadalupe, the Virgin Mary, Mother Mary is coming through. You had love for this planet. You are in service to the divine. And it's Mortal Kombat. They said go back to clapbacks for an Earth Angel. When you gamble with God, you lose. When you gamble with God, you lose. They said, down with the king. Down with the king. And anybody who don't know is in grief. You see the orange? That's the 2nd chakra. Yeah. They said Syracuse Orange Man is significant. Rainbow Orange, Agent Orange, and the Rainbow Agents. They keep saying that. Light bodies activated. Like I said, Crystal Merkaba activated. And we love that for you. You see they said DNA mitochondria. M, like I said, 13. M, baby. M. They said this could represent Pandora's box because as I was explaining, Pandora's box wasn't actually a box. And they're telling me how that the Egyptians had, they said Rubbermaid containers. They said, decanters and containers like this for different body parts. So they show me the Book of the Dead, Thoth, and the Age of Aquarius. See that 11? You see those waves? Somebody being wavy is significant. 11 is significant. And that could be Roman numerals, as in 2, the High Priestess. It's time to come into the mother energies on the planet. 23 is significant. That's the courthouse. 11, the Age of Light. You have been training for this for lifetimes. They show me Star Mother. Star Mother and crumbling. Somebody's mother is crumbling. Mine. My mother, mommy demon, mommy dearest. You're crumbling because every fucking thing you try to do, maybe since I was 2 or 2 months in the fucking womb. Now you're going to your grave, and guess where your grave is? Right there. Because you do not come from this fucking country. You're going back to where the fuck you came from. They said, look at this. You've been training for this for lifetime, so you know where to go. Because that's where you came from. Yes, I'm smiling. No, I don't give a fuck what y'all think. They said you're shaking in your boots. Fear is a movie. Reese Witherspoon. They said Reese's Pieces. Sorry, not sorry. We're not sorry. The ancestors are not sorry. Okay? They said the sooner, they said deliver the letter, the sooner the better. The later the letter, the matter I get her. They said, are you there, goddess? Me, Margaret. Maggie, Margaret, Madge. Marva as a name. Marvette. Marvelette. Marvel. Yeah, or Marvel. November 16th is significant. 46, labor conquers all things. We're changing labor laws. You see the okay? We're changing laws to the laws of love and light. How can you mother yourself? Heal the inner child. That's how you mother yourself. Go, they said the zoo and botanical gardens, play, color, stop giving a fuck what people think. Mortal Kombat, they said MK. MK Ultra, that mind control. MK Ultra, mind control. They said Tampax Ultra. They're showing me, yeah, all these fools and shit, heavy periods and stuff. You're not supposed to have heavy periods. You're not supposed to have painful periods. All this shit is crumbling. Big ag, big pharma, everything is crumbling because we are in the age of light. Aquarius is the age of light, and we are here to collaborate. You see that water? 211 is significant. 211 is police code for robbery. 24 is the 24. They said 24 out. 24 as a show. The number 24. The 224 as a time and as a date. They show me this. Reese Witherspoon. What was his name? Mark and Reese. MRI is significant because the CT came out and the X came out. So yeah, bad health came out. Somebody radiology, RAD. They're showing me Oklahoma bison. The buffalo soldiers are significant. When Oklahoma land was first opened to settlers, over 50,000 people rushed to stake claims before the designated noon start time. They were known as the Sooners. Repeat that. When Oklahoma land was first opened to settlers, over 50,000 people rushed to stake claims before the designated noon start time. They were known as the Sooners. They said the honeymooners. Yeah, so soon we about to be in honeymoon, okay? And maybe for the honeymoon, you have to get a new ID because you're changing your name. That's what they show me, West Virginia and VA. VA's for lovers. What else is out here? Charleston, Oklahoma City, the Treasure State, Yellowhammer State, Gem State, Palmetto State. We out here. Palm trees. We bend up. They said weebles wobbles, but we don't fall down. Weebles wobbles, but we don't fall down. 27 is significant. Mortal Kombat. They said us in our unseen army. This is the legion of demons that we've had to defeat over and over and over again. So look, they said 50K. Where is it? Saturn V, NASA's first rocket used to send astronauts to the moon, was developed at Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama. They said that is a fucking lie. Drunk history is significant. That's a lie, and we're rewriting the history. Not really. The history is rewriting itself. Really and truly, we dare defend our rights. We dare defend our rights. You mad at us for having healthy boundaries, closed borders? Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Look at this shit. Gold and silver, mountaineers are always free. Let it be perpetual, forever and ever and ever. You see the ID? Show the world the real you. To infinity and beyond. While I breathe, I hope, ready in soul and resource. As I live and breathe, for God and country, they're selling me. We had to take back everything that we love. They said on they said on everything I love. On everything I love. On everything I love, man. It said the bad boys of comedy is significant. You will kill any one character, no matter who or where you are. They said the purge is significant. That's what the fuck we doing. How to Train Your Dragon. We're purging, okay? What the fuck you don't understand? What I don't understand them say. Okay. Legion. Look at it. Look. Mask. Shroud. You see? The legions of masked and shrouded fucking people. Okay? No. Who didn't answer the call. The Weaver is under here. Weaver. Look at this. Look at the Weaver. Weaving webs of deceit, lies, confusion, chaos, sickness, illness, disease, and disorder. And this new web is... Oh, shit. They said Howard University is significant. Look at this. You did not answer. They said Clarion Call. Clarion Hotels, Clarion Suites. They said Lady Clarion. What was her name? Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell movies. You did not answer the call. And so you are now drowning. They said this is Jeopardy. Jeopardy is at 7. Wheel of Fortune is at 7:30, but listen to the inversion in the fucking matrix. It's people in jeopardy that is 7:30. New York State examination, the cuckoo birds. And those of us that have the Wheel of Fortune, that's 7. That's the chariot. We are moving forward. 34 is the occupation card, 3 and 4. Like I said, 3 and 4, 4 and 3. March 4th, 34 is the occupation card. As in, this is our job, to collaborate, to move forward, to sever. Ooh, it said Ballistic X versus Severing. Who was that? Antonio Banderas, Tony, Invade NY, Lucy Lou, Cameron D, and Destiny, Charlie's Angels. Come on. Question. It said questions and answers. Okay, that's what we have questions and we're about to get answers. Mortal Kombat. You came for us. Look, we have been training for this. Like I said, we've been training for this. They said the Wu assassins are significant. Go back to that. The Wheel of Time. WWW. The New World Wide Web. Dreamweaver. I believe it can take me to the sky. Weaver's a name. Weaver's a name. Weave as weaving lies, weaving hair, weaving baskets. I don't know. Success upside down. You didn't work. You didn't answer the call. Oh shit. The serpent is significant. Oh, okay. The scorpion, the dragon that went back into the fucking pile because look at that box. Look like a box to me. Looks like a coffin to me. Look at the covenant, coffin. 3C. C3, which is also, like I said, cervical vertebrae. But then they're showing me cervix. Maybe somebody has, they're showing me legion. Maybe somebody has a legion on their cervix. I did. I had to have surgery. People had to do all sorts of fucking shit and go through look, they said denial. Go and this is upside down. You in denial now that you're sick because this is the energy that you sent to us and it's being returned. And me and my daughters are getting physical proof and you should be too. The ancestors are not playing. Do not answer any phone call from people you left in the fucking past. They just want to come and finish it off. That's it. Leave it behind. Leave it behind. They didn't think about this shit. They didn't think about the fact that you had the authority to heal. They didn't expect this shit. 28 is expectation card. Chiron is the wounded warrior. They didn't expect you to heal. They expected that monkey to be on your back, just like it was on their back, hounding them. They're showing me this. And they're showing me this. See the mask? The shroud, the mask. You did not think. Look at the 30 now. 30 bus. Dignified strength is 13. 913 is significant. Root upside down. This is Soth. This says Sothis. Oh, shit. Sothis, and then they said Thoth. So TH is significant. Tommy Hilfiger, Townhouse, TH. TH, serpent. Okay, you didn't answer the call, so you do not get success. They said success rice is significant. Rice, throwing rice. All right, let's see. A lot of people are in denial. Won't accept it until it's in your damn face. But guess what? It's in your face. And even then, you're not going to fucking accept it because you're going to be in the 8 of Swords. Self-imposed mental prison. And look, it's 30 years, 330, 33, the gray. No more black and white. It's gray now. Okay, clarifying success and answering the call upside down. First house is a right. Look, they show me. If you know, you know. Speaking in tongues is significant. It says sit. Like I said, you're going to have to sit down and do a BID. And that's going to be your BID business. They said resurrect one dead character. One aspect of their personality is permanently changed. They said mark for death. Your permanent, look at those walls and stuff like that. Sewn and archways like that. Archway cookies. Archway is a brand. Sagittarius, the archer. The Tempest, your immediate vicinity is wrecked by a terrible storm. If you are inside, the structure is destroyed entirely. Every character takes damage. You see the blue? Sad and blue. And then they said sad and lonely. And then they said, like I said, blue movie. Look at the blue. There's more blue. This is the water that's coming through. You didn't collaborate with the divine or your ancestors, your guides, or anything like that. So here you are. Number 35 is significant. Look, somebody falling off. Yeah, you falling off. You got it twisted. They said, y'all niggas got it twisted, huh? Mob deep. All right. Choose any one being to designate as your quarry. You always know the location and status of your quarry. When you kill it, you immediately gain a level. So that's what they told them. Somebody lied and told them that they could come for you. Huh? It's like I said, you want to kidnap wifey? Good luck with that, bro. You must go hide your whole family. Huh? They said they're not going to be able to find you if you keep fucking around, okay? They show me West Virginia. They said Jodie Foster. The grounds are significant. The grounds are sacred. The grounds are hollow. They said Hollow Point. And then they said Sleepy Hollow. The Headless Horseman. Oh, shit. Okay. Look. They said the stag. Stag versus stagnation. That's what you guys get for gambling with the divine and losing. For losing in Mortal Kombat. They said flawless victory. All right, you guys be well. See you next video.